Every 84 years, Uranus returns to Gemini, and when it does, history doesn't gently evolve, it reboots. And here's something people feel but don't always have the words for. When Uranus moves through a part of your chart, nothing is the same afterwards. It can never go back to the way it was before. It disrupts, it liberates, and it rewires what you thought was fixed. The last 3 times Uranus returned to Gemini, we had the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, and World War II. Not a coincidence. That's the Uranus return of the United States. The US was born with Uranus in Gemini, so when Uranus comes back here, it's returning home. We actually got our first preview of this last July when Uranus briefly dipped into Gemini. Even in that short window, we started to see the early signals. Information was speeding up, AI systems accelerating, communication shifting faster than people could adapt. But April 25th, that's the real turning point. That's when Uranus commits to Gemini for the long haul. And this is where the bigger picture will come into focus. Pluto is already in Aquarius, reshaping power through technology, networks, and the collective systems. We're entering a long era where AI, digital infrastructure, and information networks become the backbone of society. Power is no longer just political or physical. It's informational, it's networked, and it's algorithmic. Now, Uranus in Gemini accelerates all of that. Gemini rules communication, data, language, and the speed of information. So when Uranus enters here, everything speeds up. Ideas spread instantly, narratives shift in real time, and entire systems get rewritten through information alone. Pluto transforms the structure, and Uranus rewires the signal. Before Uranus fully settles into its new era, there's a final closing chapter in Taurus, a final degree activation that feels like the end of one value system. Money, stability, resources, relationships, it's all reaching a tipping point right before the reset. We're also still in the aftershock of the Saturn-Mars-Mercury meeting in Aries yesterday. That's where thoughts became structure, words started to carry real consequences. And emotionally, everything is amplified right now. The moon is in Cancer. And so while the outer planets are restructuring systems, we're feeling it internally, in memory, in intuition, and emotional truth. April 25th opens the door, July is the acceleration point. But what's happening now is the threshold.